So welcome back to the aerodynamics class, right? So we are discussing elementary flows. So in the last class we had a discussion on last few classes we were discussing about the elementary flows. We started with the uniform flow, then the source flow, then the sink flow, then uniform flow with source flow, and the uniform flow with the source flow and the sink flow both kept at some distance, right? I acknowledge John D. Anderson's Fundamentals of Aerodynamics, and this is what we had a discussion in the last class. We have a uniform flow here, right? So this is a uniform flow, and here this is a source flow, right? And here you have a sink flow. And then we had this discussion, the superposition of a uniform flow and a source and the sink pair, and we called this as a rank. Now, in the combination, the first elementary flows, we know that we had a uniform flow. Then what we did is we have added a source flow. Source flow is always emanating from the origin, right? And that we had a discussion like this, and the source flow is a kind of Rankine off body, right? Rankine off body, and then we had a uniform flow, and the uniform flow plus the source flow, right, plus a sink flow, right? And then we had the Rankine oval, and you have a source flow and a sink flow kept at some distance and all those things, right? So we had the source flow, sink flow, and here you have a origin O, and you have a point A and B are the stagnation points, and then at any point P we want to calculate, and we had such a discussion in the last class, right? So this is theta. So this is what our discussion in the last class. You have a theta here, and A and B are the stagnation points. From O, the source is kept at a distance B, and the sink is also kept at a distance B. And the last class I asked you to calculate OA and OB. What is the distance between OA and OB? So OA, calculating OA and OB is exercise. Have you done that exercise? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is OA and OB? OA is equal to OB is equal
whole root of B square plus B lambda by
B square plus lambda B by
pi B.
I want you to derive this right? You should be able to derive this. But the distance from the origin and the stagnation point can be a question. At what location the stagnation point is. So,
Sir, excuse me, sir.
yes.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
I have derived from an unknown another resource from it, but
Another?
I can't understand the initial concept.
Okay, so we will derive this.
Another reference, sir,
Yeah, I
because
understand.
in John D.
John D. Anderson gave
it
this.
is directly coming, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so what we
Directly
will do, we
coming,
will.
sir.
Okay,
I mean,
so we will. We will try to get it. So let us say this is the Rangin oval, right? And we have point A here and point B here, right? We want to calculate this OA and OB. Okay. Now at point A, here this is a point A. At the point A, you see the velocity faced by point A is V infinity, right? So let us write at point A, at point A, we can write velocity due to free stream is equal to V infinity, right? So at point A, the velocity due to V infinity, free stream is V infinity. Now, what about the velocity due to source flow? And what is the velocity due to sink flow? That is what our discussion now. Now, let us say the velocity due to source flow. So we can write that as minus, because in the other direction, minus lambda by 2 pi and r minus b. So we know what is r and we know what is b, right? So let us consider r minus b, because this distance is r and you have a source flow here and the velocity from the source I have taken. Now the velocity due to sink. See, the velocity due to sink flow, because sink flow is the flow towards the origin and hence it is in the same direction, and hence we can write lambda by 2 pi r plus b, because you have r and plus this b. Now the total velocity, let us write the total velocity experienced by point A. So that is equal to, say we can write that the total velocity experienced by point A is VA, that is equal to V infinity minus lambda by 2 pi r minus b plus lambda by 2 pi r plus b. Moreover, we have a point that at stagnation point, right? The point at A is a stagnation point where the velocity will become 0. So let us have that condition for stagnation point. For stagnation point, the VA is equal to 0. So we can equate this VA, V infinity minus lambda by 2 pi into r minus b plus lambda by 2 pi r plus b can be equated to 0. So and hence we can write the V infinity So we can reduce that equation. Please reduce this equation, right? This equation, please reduce and arrive to R, because our ultimate aim is to calculate R. OA and OB is equal to R. So please calculate. Please do this exercise. So I can say that lambda by 2 pi into 1 by R plus B plus 1 by R minus 1. So this we can write this as V infinity plus lambda by 2 pi. Can write R square minus B square into R minus B plus R plus B minus, right? Here it will become minus. So finally we can write V infinity plus lambda by 2 pi into minus 2b by R square minus B square, right? So this is already equated to 0, right? So we can write V infinity into R square minus B square, right? I take this to the other direction, and these two can be cancelled. So R square minus B square, finally we can write lambda B by pi, right? So we can write this further, right? So finally you can arrive to R square. Can you calculate R square? So V infinity square minus R V infinity B square, that is equal to lambda B by pi. So V infinity R square equal to lambda B by pi plus V infinity B square. So R square is equal to lambda B by pi V infinity plus B square, and hence R is equal to root of B square plus lambda B by pi V infinity. So this is OA, that is equal to OB, that is equal to R. So please take this, right? So we consider at point A, V infinity is the free stream velocity, and then velocity due to the source flow, velocity due to the sink flow, and another point is like we have a stagnation point where VA is equal to 0. So when you equate it to 0, finally we can get R square is equal to B square plus lambda B by pi V infinity, right? So the stagnation point location from origin O to A, we know, right? Okay. I hope this works. Now, Is it okay, Mugil?
Yes, sure.
Now let us go back and think further, and we will get another combination called doublet. DOUBLET. Doublet flow. See, in all the flows, what we have done is we have calculated the velocity, we have calculated the stream function, we have calculated the velocity potential. That is what we have done so far in all our cases, right? Now, there is a special degenerate case of source-sink pair that leads to another singularity called doublet flow, right? Now, I will take in this way. You know already, here you have a source flow, sink flow, and at any point P, we want to calculate anything can be calculated, right? So in the doublet flow, I consider, say, let us consider a point source, right? Here I say source, and another point sink, right? So I can say that the source has a strength of lambda and sink has a length strength of minus lambda. Source has a strength of lambda and the sink has a strength of minus lambda, and P is any point located in the flow. So let us say here you have a point P. So I draw a line from P to source and to the sink. So we can say that this makes an angle θ1 and this makes an angle θ2. And here I make this angle as del theta. So source and the sink are separated by a distance L, right? So this is a source and sink pair, right? And we will be having a limiting case, right? So what is the limiting case? So at any point P in the flow, we can calculate whatever we want, right? So we will be having the limiting case. Let us say the source approaches to the sink. That means that source and the sink will be at the same point. Say what will happen if L becomes 0? Source and sink will be at the same point, right? So if the distance approach 0, then the absolute magnitude of strength of source and the sink increase in certain way. That is what we need to calculate, right? So let us consider the case. Say I will take this in the limiting case. I draw the same thing, right? So here you have a point P, and here I consider this as d theta, and here I have a source strength, sink strength, and this distance is L. Of course, this need to be become 0, and this become I take this as theta. So I draw a line perpendicular from this line, and this is 90 degree, and I want to say that this is A, right? And this distance is R. Okay. So again, this distance is B, right? So this is a limiting case for doublet. Limiting case for doublet flow. So in the limiting case for doublet flow is that when L tends to 0, then L multiplied by the strength become constant. We will have a discussion. So please take down this, right? And we will discuss this further. The idea here is when source and sink usually separated by a distance L. Now when L becomes 0, then it is a singularity and a limiting case, right? When L tends to 0, then we can write L multiplied by the lambda is equal to constant. Now I want you to write the stream function for this case. So you have a source and you have a sink, and please write the stream function. What is the stream function? Let us write the stream function. Say psi is equal to, we know lambda by 2 pi. We have a lambda at that point, then theta 2. Here you have a sink and the source, right? So it will become psi is equal to lambda by 2 pi theta 1 minus theta 2. So what I do is, like, I want to calculate the theta, right? So I write here del theta is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1, and hence I can write psi is equal to minus lambda by 2 pi into del theta. So the idea here is when the limiting case of L tends to 0, then we will have L multiplied by lambda is equal to constant, right? Then this flow is called doublet flow. This constant is mentioned by kappa, that is equal to L lambda, and this particular flow pattern is defined as doublet flow. This is a special flow called doublet flow, right? So this again, you say this is the strength of source flow or sink flow, and this is the strength of doublet flow. So doublet flow. So let us start our discussion, right? So let us write the limiting case, right? What is that limiting case? The stream function psi is equal to limit L tends to 0. So if I say L tends to 0, then kappa is equal to L lambda, that is equal to constant. Then we can write minus lambda by 2 pi d theta. Right? So please note. So here, if we say the limit del theta, if del theta becomes d theta, by considering the L becomes 0, then d theta also becomes 0. This is the limiting case. D theta also becomes 0 when source and sink lies at the same point, right? So that is the limiting case we want to try. So we have R and B are the length of the source and the sink from the distance P, right? From P to the source and P to the sink, right? So in this case, I say that the d theta, I can write that the d theta is infinitesimal, right? Infinitely small. Infinitesimal, right? That is the, so I can say that here you have A is the distance. So here we can write A is equal to A is equal to A is equal to, so please apply the trigonometry and then calculate what is A and what is B. A is equal to L sine theta, and this become L cos theta. So B can be written as L is equal to R minus L cos theta. Right? Please do it by yourself. So we can write this d theta is equal to A by B, right? By considering d theta is equal to very small. And we can write here, so I will write all the points here. A is equal to L sine theta and B is equal to R minus L cos theta. Now d theta I write as A by B, opposite side by adjacent side, right? So L sine theta by R minus L cos theta. Right? So we know d theta now. So let us apply d theta in this equation. So let us substitute d theta in the equation psi and in the limiting case. So we can write psi is equal to, say, limit L tends to 0, and also the kappa is equal to L lambda, that is equal to constant, and the minus lambda by 2 pi into d theta. So d theta is L sine theta by R minus L cos theta. right? So here we can write this equation. What is lambda L? L lambda can be the strength of the doublet, that is kappa sine theta. So when L is equal to so small, this becomes kappa by 2 pi, and only this R we will consider. So this is equal to a constant, right? So this is the stream function for a doublet. Okay. So I want you to calculate again the potential function, right? So in the similar way, we can calculate the potential function. So I want you to do it by yourself. So I can write that pi is the velocity potential. I can write kappa cos theta by 2 pi r. It is the velocity potential function for doublet. Right?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Why did we neglect L cos theta, sir?
L cos theta. L is so small, right? We have a limit of L tends to 0.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So please derive this pi. If not, I will derive it in the next class. Please try by yourself. So again, one can know that this is C. So if I want to calculate R is the distance, right? In the case of doublet, if we want to calculate R, then it becomes minus sine theta by 2 pi and C, right? So this is R. So we have R here. This is R. We have calculated R. So we know from the analytical geometry, we write R is equal to d sine theta, right? Where d is the diameter of the circle. I want everyone to derive this phi because it is very easy. You know, V R and V theta, and dou phi by dou R, dou phi by dou psi by dou theta, and with all those combination, I want you to derive the phi. So here we have R is equal to d sine theta, and R from the derivation we have calculated R is equal to minus kappa sine theta by 2 pi c. So actually the doublet looks like this. If the source and the sink, if we have source and sink at a single point, say this is an interesting condition. This is what called doublet. So this will be in this direction. Very interesting phenomenon. And theoretically, we can calculate nicely, right? So this particular point is called discrete doublet. And this distance, we can say that this is kappa by 2 pi c. What is that? This is d, right? D sine theta. So this is d, diameter. So we can say that this is, the pattern is double lobed circle. Right? So this is an interesting elementary flow. The interesting elementary flow by considering the source and the sink kept at the same point. So basically we have studied what is uniform flow. Then we have studied uniform flow with the source flow. We have also studied source flow and sink flow separately with the strength. Then uniform flow and the source flow combination give you a Rankine off body. Then I have a uniform flow, source flow, and the sink flow. The source flow and the sink flow kept at some distance. So here it is B and here it is B. Then we got a Rankine oval, right? Rankine oval. Now what I am saying is, I want to say that the source flow and the sink flow kept at some distance L, but that L become 0. So, okay. Here source flow and sink flow kept at a distance L, but I want to have a limiting case where L is equal to 0. The distance between this lambda and minus the lambda becomes so small. So when d theta may also become very small, infinitesimal, that is what we say. And by considering the limiting case, we have a doublet. So we wrote the steam function and we have arrived to the steam function as minus kappa sine theta by 2 pi r, that is equal to constant. And similarly, in the similar fashion, we can calculate the velocity potential or potential function, that is kappa cos theta by 2 pi r. So I have calculated r. So r is the radius, r is the distance, and we know that we write r is equal to d sine theta in our analytical geometry. So d is the diameter, and we have finally arrived to the kappa by 2 pi c, right? So this is equal to d, and we arrive to a discrete doublet, which is in a shape of double lobe circular flow pattern. So what is this meaning? The source flow and the sink flow, and the distance between the source flow and the sink flow becomes 0, both at the same location. So you have a flow like this, right? So please remember this, right? This is very interesting. We can derive, right? And we will study some combination in the later stage. So now in the elementary flow, we have uniform flow, source flow, sink flow, and the combination Rankine off body, Rankine oval, and doublet. So I stop at this point for today. Thank you very much.